to the first instalment from the Forage Guy. You'll have to bear with me, I'm new to this. I've already gained so much respect for YouTube content creators from the amount of times that I've had to take this, but bear with me. The light's probably in the wrong place, the wind's probably whistling through the microphone, but look, it's the 6th of March and I don't think we can complain about the weather after the last 2 seasons. The camera goes all over the place, don't worry, I won't fall in a ditch. It's probably the new gimbal that I bought myself, going a little bit AWOL until I work out how to use it properly. So, welcome to the channel. Throughout our time together, what I hoped this channel would be is a conduit of information, experience, advice, the good, the bad, the indifferent, about all things relating to forage and forage production in the UK. So who is the Forage Guy? It's one of the names I've become known by, amongst many others, over the last 15 years in my time in the seed trade in the UK. Growing up as a child in Cheshire, I had a longing to get into the agricultural industry one way or another. The last people to farm in my family were my grandparents up in the Yorkshire Dales. So it'll be probably from the age of 11 or 12 I started working on farms. First of all, my uncle, my mum's brother, who bred pedigree sheep, and then stretched out into experience with large dairy units in the Cheshire area as I grow up. Then I carried on to agricultural college at Nantwich, and there I learned vast amounts of information, experience, but really sort of, I guess, gained my footing in the door within the industry. Following that, I was full-time working for, like I say, large dairy units in the area, and had that as my plan and my goal for the rest of my life. Unfortunately, an incident occurred and I had an issue with my back arise, which meant that I couldn't be working full-time on the farm anymore, especially through the rigours of milking large numbers of cows through a rotary parlour in particular. Daft as it sounds, up until the age of probably 20, 25, I've not actually milked less than 750 cows without a rotary parlour at least 3 times a day. So I had to adapt and overcome, I guess to say, and at that time didn't really know what I'd really wanted to do, hadn't really planned of doing anything else. So I actually took the opportunity at that time to do what a lot of my friends had done when they left college, and I went travelling. Me and my wife, we went to New Zealand, came back and started looking for another job. Knew I wanted to still stay in the industry, knew I still wanted to be close to farmers, working with them day in, day out, and the opportunity arose to work within a retail division of an international plant breeder, working with farmers, supplying seed of all species to farmers throughout Lancashire, Cheshire, Shropshire, North Wales, Anglesey, and I also went to Isle of Man as well. Throughout the first 9 years of me in the seed industry doing that role, I learned a massive amount. I wouldn't be where I was today without that, but ultimately it gave me the experience, the grounding and the knowledge and the insight into the UK seed industry for me to take forward into my current role as National Forage Product Manager for Agri. So Agri are one of the UK's leading crop inputs businesses, and told you this gimbal's going to play havoc until I work out how to use it. There we are, you're back again. And my role is purely seed. I work as part of the overall national seed commercial team, and I am responsible for everything forage related in seeds. Now that's quite a wide and varying portfolio, ranges all the way from maize to our own grass mixtures, roots and forage crops, environmental seeds, cover crops, game covers, whole crop cereals, And I think that really encapsulates forage in general really well. It's a really diverse product range. It therefore creates diversity within farming types and situations, and there's then diversity within that diversity. So throughout this channel, what I hope to do is bring my experiences, my advice, hopefully a little bit of knowledge along the way, in terms of looking at those different options available to UK farmers. We'll look at the tried and tested, we'll look at some of the new things, we'll look at stuff that may not work, but at least we know if we've tried. And together, hopefully, we'll create some good content to take forage production forward in the UK. We know all levels of forage production, cereal production, and other crops in the UK are coming under incredible pressure, whether that be governmental, environmental, lots of impacts in terms of sustainability and the progression of UK agriculture and the different farm types. But hopefully together, as I say, we'll look at some useful information and have some good experiences together. Along the way, it won't just be me nattering away, it'll be largely me nattering away, but we will introduce ourselves to customers of mine. Even though I am a national role supporting the agri sales teams on a national basis, I also have customers of my own still, which work very closely with me, and I'm very fortunate to have that work in that close manner with me. But we will also meet other industry experts to look at other input elements around forage. We'll even look at different species from time to time, and just paint a really broad and varied picture from a seeds point of view within the forage world. Outside of work, around about 8 years ago, I was fortunate enough to be able to purchase a small farm just outside of Shrewsbury. Had to move out of Cheshire because house prices and land prices are driven fairly hard by footballers. So managed to secure a place just over the Shropshire border, just outside of Shrewsbury, and that's where me and my family live now. I've gone back to my roots and where I first started, and we breed pedigree sheep there. We have pedigree texels. So not only will the content throughout this video's catalogue to come be largely based around forage and forage production, but also we might also along the way look at a few ins and outs of what goes on in my life outside of work. Quite a few years ago now, probably 9 years ago, I did actually venture into the world of YouTube through the role I was doing previously. I think YouTube and agriculture and the way that we see content created nowadays was very much in its infancy, and I did actually get a little bit of criticism for it, thinking it was possibly a waste of time. But just look where YouTube's got to now, and especially as an industry that I think is so demonstrative and a brilliant way of showing what we do, highlighting the benefits that we bring, the part that we play, and not only for farmers and also the general public alike to share in that story of what we do. So I am returning 9 years on. I think there is space within YouTube for this sort of type of content. So if you could come with me on that journey, subscribe, like, click the bell, make sure you know whenever a video is posted. I'll try and get round to some regular content, all sorts of different things from all around the UK, everything related to forage and forage production, and a few different other bits as well. So come on the journey with me, let's see what we can learn together, and hopefully you find it all very useful. Bye for now.